we're gonna look at the brand new banner together, and they've got free pulls for you to get right off the bat to tell you that there is a brand new banner. So absolutely trying to bait you. If you go into the shop itself, you're also going to see these 5 pulls that you can buy, which I'm getting baited. I'm absolutely gonna buy it. I mean, it's cheap. It's, you know, it's fine. You can just grab it for yourself, and then you go into the banner, and then you'll be like, ooh, okay, sweet. 21 days worth of a banner. Okay, so I should explain it to you guys because those of you watching may not exactly know how this works. Honestly speaking, it's a really amazing banner. So I've already done a video for this, but we're just gonna remind each other how this actually works. Okay, these 4 6 stars are the only 6 stars that you can get. There are no other 6 stars that you can get when you are getting this banner. So no Yvonne, no Last Ride, no nonsense, it's just these 4. It's a little bit strange in the sense that Ardelia, everybody has it for free, right? Laevetain, well, most people put it for their very first banner as they join the game in the early part. Gilberta, maybe some people skip. Pogranichnik was a very popular selected ticket choice that people have gone for. So we're gonna read the details of the banner together, okay? You can see, yeah? Ian can read, right? I trust you, Global. Come on, we are capable of this. There's only 4 6 stars. And then every other 5 star is in, and every other 4 star, okay? So the guarantee count and everything is only for this banner. If you have any 6 star pity, if you have any 80 guarantee to the 6 star, those things only for this banner, alright? Then, the rates of the banner all still the same. And all the sort of bond quota, that kind of thing, it's pretty much still the same. Okay, so there's still urgent hit hunting, which is interesting. It doesn't affect the guarantee and all that sort of stuff. And then the free 10 hit hunting don't count for other banners also, so okay, there's that. If you perform 60 hit hunting, rather than to get the hit hunting dossier, which you usually get in the other stuff where you carry over to the other banner, they're gonna give you 10 free pool. And this 10 free pool is the basic free pool. So you can't use it on this banner, you can only use it on this banner. Gotta take note of that. Which I do have some pools. I have 27 sitting in my account. Maybe I'll do that later. So okay, if you want to just hoard it for pulling in the future or getting those basic characters in a sense. Now, this is a little bit of the interesting thing. So we know that Endfield has a banner system where if you pull 120, it resets the guarantee for the 6 star, right? Like for example, if you take 75 pulls for your 6 star, and then you don't get a 6 star at 120, they give you usually the character on banner. Like in this case, for example, they'll give you Fang Yi, right? For this banner, your 6 star pity doesn't reset. Crazy, I know. That sounds like science, revolution with surpass space. Instead, they will just give you the destination permit. So your destination permit lets you choose the character that you want directly. Okay? They will give you either a Laevetain, Gilberta, Ardelia, or Pogranichnik. So this is honestly pretty crazy to me that you're able to do so. After that, for every 240, they will give you a token supply. So same thing, by the way, they let you choose Laevetain token, Gilberta token, Ardelia token, or Pogranichnik token. So here's what I'm going to put forth, okay? If people are a free-to-play player, where they don't have a lot of pools, every day you're scrapping for pools in the shop with the quest, you know, daily logins and whatnot. The thing is, if you have only Ardelia, I'm going to say it's okay for you to pool. And it's okay for you to pool to 120. Of course, your unluckiest shot is that you pool the first 6 star and you get Ardelia. But you have a 75% chance, you know, 3 in 4, that you get someone else. So to me, that's pretty okay. You get one new 6 star, hopefully, and then afterwards, at 120, you use this to pull for someone else. You might not stop at 120. I'm just gonna warn you that. Because, as I said, your 6 star pity don't reset. So, if your 6 star pity don't reset, honestly, it's fine for you to go into another 6 star. Because the good thing is, maybe you get one of the other 2 6 stars you're missing. So, for example, if you're missing 3 6 stars, you got yourself Gilberta, and then afterwards, you pull to 120, don't use that ticket first. Maybe you need to do another 20 more pulls. You suddenly got a Pogranichnik, you use the selected ticket, and then you get yourself a Laevetain. Boom, banner complete. Amazing free pooler experience. For most of you, you're probably not going to achieve this, because you maybe only are missing one character. Maybe you only have Gilberta missing, maybe you only have Laevetain missing. If that's the case, don't pool. If you only have 2 characters out of 4, I also think don't pool. It's a 50-50 chance. I kinda rather you don't. You just have to live to the fact that you'll see them some other time, with some other banner, okay? So, that's my advice for a free pooler. If you're someone who spends in the game, however, and let's just say that you're only missing 1 character, or you're missing 2, or you're missing none, you know? The thing is that this banner is pretty crazy for you to get potentials in a sense. So, you can actually select the token, as you see. If you've never farmed anybody's potential, and you want to like use this banner as your chance to farm potential for them, because you have the funds, I think it's kind of okay. Like for example, if everyone is pot 1, you pull, you use the selector to like, you know, pick someone, and then you pull 240, you keep the token, you see whichever stray that you haven't managed to feed to, you can actually use that to supply. So I feel like that's pretty okay to do if you want to play it like that. Okay, for most people, honestly, I don't think you'll be pulling for this banner. I have a feeling when they do the next version of this banner, it wouldn't feature any of these 4 6-stars. It's pretty likely that the next banner will feature Yvonne and perhaps Tang Tang. And then I'm gonna guess that it's going to be a cryo-driven banner. So if they do Tang Tang, Yvonne, Last Ride, and special guest, Rossi, or they do Li Feng. Li Feng is cryo now, right? That is a pretty good banner. And there's a chance that you probably have even more people that you do not own because you skip those banners. If that were the case, that's okay. Maybe pull for that one. In this case, I'd rather you guys save your pools. Reason being, you have probably enough pools to be honest. So right now I only have 60 pools and I have my dossier and everything. But by the time we enter patch 1.3, for most of us, whether we are free to play or a pay to play player, we all probably can guarantee the next upcoming banner, which is most likely going to be Mifu. And then we also have the vampire guy. So the question becomes, will we be able to guarantee 2? If you're free to play, you shouldn't think about it. If you can't guarantee 2, that's just the game state. Okay, if you're pay to play, hopefully it's not too much of a spending for you to get into double guarantee. And hopefully we are all lucky, okay? Why need 120 pools? Hopefully we just get them in 20 pools, be done with it, go to the next banner, that sort of thing. Alright? So, I'd rather you save your pools. That is my advice for those of you guys. Now, if you are curious about the weapon as well, the weapons are available, by the way. So you can still see Tang Tang banner sitting here, together with Fang Yi's banner, because they last for 3 banners long. This is phasing out, then followed by the Lupin Scarlet weapon, which is Rossi's weapon. But these 2 banners have just arrived. So here's the thing. If you had some pools in the weapon banner previously, it's reset. Okay? So we figured this out. You still need 80 pools in order to go into the guarantee for them. But it's a good thing now because you know that the character weapons can rerun, okay? So if this was the case, perhaps something to consider for the future of banners in AK is, or more like Endfield, why am I saying AK? That's a different game. The future of weapon banners for you is that if you cannot sink 80 pools in, you could afford to maybe wait till the next time around. Because Battle Pass weapons, if you paid for it that is, or if you just use your Ori geometry, they're still pretty functional. They're like 80 to 90% of the power of the signature weapon. Nothing to miss out on. You can still live with it. Then, whenever they come back in the future again, once you get the 80, you go in and then enjoy the pool. Alright, so the Laevetain's weapon is in, Gilberta's weapon is in. The difference now is they don't last for 3 banners. They only last for these 21 days. And after that, you have to wait for a rerun again. So, enjoy that this is a way that you're gonna do so. Now that you're watching this, guys, I have 7 pools. Let's see if I even get a 6-star. My life is sad. Hey guys, still, you get Arsenal tickets. Good. And you get 1 bond quota for every pool that you do. Wow. Amazing. Will I even get a 5-star? Okay, at this point, game, show me a 5-star. Use your free pools, basically, is my advice. Yes! I got a 5. Use your free pool just to scrap for a random 5 so that you can get your Arsenal rewards. You know, get some bonus bond quota as you see there, 10. You get 1 for every pool, which is pretty neat. And then with bond quota, you can use it to save for the other banner pools. Right? You don't have to pool beyond. Oh my god, man gets 2 5-stars. His next weapon banner will not be cooked. So real. Watch, another 5-star. Oh! Rick, chat. It's not Rick. This is the one time I have to say, just skill, faith, and hope. Watch, skip luck, boom. Alright, now you know what to do. I'm only using 10 pools on this banner, and I'm not touching this. See you guys. Bye-bye.